Hi, folks, and happy autumn. This is Chef Craig here, and today we are making apple crisp.
We got this apple crisp mix at Center Grove Orchard in Cambridge, Iowa. When we were on our annual trip to their pumpkin patch, they have many things that we did there. You'll have seen that video by the time this comes out. So this is one of the things we bought in their store. We also bought some Jonathan apples. The reason I picked Jonathan is that's what my mom liked to make pie with. So we have Jonathan apples. I have no idea how much they cost. And we have, the first time, well, I have used this. Okay. I have used this actually many times. In the past, when we did farmers market, and we used this because my parents had an orchard that had apples in it. And we use this to peel and slice the apples for pies. So this is called an apple peeler core slicer, and I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or maybe in a kitchen store. Probably the easiest way would be to look it up on Amazon. You'll see it works like magic. It does slice the apples very thin, so if you're wanting thicker slices, this probably isn't for you. I think there's a way to just peel and not slice, but I can't remember because it's been quite a while since I used this. I think the only thing we need besides the apples for this recipe is butter and this. So let's read what the instructions say. We're going to make a large crisp. So for a larger crisp, it says what?
10 medium apples.
So we're going to peel and slice 10 medium apples. So we have one that we started with, and I want to show you what it looks like. It's kind of like an accordion.
Oh, you dropped
it. Okay.
Right.
Okay, it's all right. It's no big deal. We'll just pick that up and throw it away. Wash my hands. Okay. So the first thing we want to do, that's right. Yep, and then you're just going to turn this. This is apple number 2 for our crisp. You just keep turning it, and it goes very fast. Look at that, Craig. Keep turning. We still got a little bit up. There we go. And then there's a release button. So look, I'll just do this. Pulls the apple right off. So that's apple number 2. Should we just set out 10 apples to slice? There's 4. You want to count out
That's
the rest?
3,
4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, we have 10 apples, so let's get cooking here.
Okay.
Or let's get peeling and slicing.
Let's get started.
I think Craig really likes this. It is kind of fun.
There we go.
It's amazing how easy it is to use. Craig's actually doing all of this himself. I'm just kind of steadying this because my counter isn't quite the right height for it. Now, do you remember? Nope, we don't do that. We push this button and pull this back, and ta-da! And you can start on another apple. Now we're going to bring our trash can over here. Okay, remember how to get it off? Nope. Remember what you gotta do? Now, pull that back. There you go. All right.
Where are now?
Now this one's a little misshapen, so it might miss a couple of spots. We'll see. Actually, it did really good. Okay. Good job.
Oh, uh-oh.
It's okay. Keep going. I don't know what's, is this, maybe this apple is rotten or something at the top. 'Cause I don't,
God.
it's not doing it right. Okay, I think it's, let's just get a different apple. Oops, I didn't have the trash
Here's a
open.
good one.
Okay, you can do that one. We got enough apples. We don't need to do the ones that are deformed. Make it harder for you. The one thing I wish about center.
No, it's not.
Okay, let's see what's. Oh, look. Hey, Craig, calm down.
Silly
Look, let me.
thingamajig.
I'll put the next one on. Okay. I think this is turned. Okay, let's get a different apple. Put it on.
Throw this away.
Yeah, go ahead and throw that one away.
Stupid
Okay.
apple peeler.
All right, Craig.
Craig, can you come sit with me for
No.
Okay, now let's try it. That apple was not on there. You got to make sure you get it right through that
It's
core of the
been
apple.
goofy.
Oh, this maybe we need Dad to help us with this. And 'cause
Silly
I'm not-
apple
Shh.
peeler.
I'm not helping.
Silly apple
Exactly
peeler.
like that.
Craig, stop. We need Dad to help us for a minute.
You're gonna calm down, okay?
Okay, I'll calm.
Okay.
We sure use the apple.
No, Craig, it's fine. Something is not right. Dad's going to look at it and figure it out for us, okay? I don't know. Just try to peel it so that then you'll see what's happening and Craig will. Craig, calm down, buddy. Here, let's hug it out. Watch my face. Remember, it's sore.
I'm sorry.
Is it not peeling?
It's like mushing it all up as it goes on.
It's like it's a silly apple peeler.
No,
Stupid.
it's okay, Craig.
Stop.
Doesn't do any good to get it out. You get mad, you just have to figure it out what's going on. That's what Dad's doing. Okay. I think it's okay now. I think you just had the apple off center on the last couple. So I'll watch better this time. So make sure you get it. Okay. See, it's okay now, Craig.
I know.
Are you done?
Yep, I'm done.
All right.
Kind of got a little messed up.
Looks like I'll never make apple.
Yeah, you will. We have to make apple crisp.
I wish I had
Yes,
an apple cutter.
Mm-hmm.
This is an apple cutter.
Okay, let's try again.
Now, Mom, put the apples on.
I was trying to let him do it independently, and he was doing great. We'll just have you try it.
An apple cutter.
Little apple sample, make it better. Okay, you put it on. Now see, yep, you got to get it on straight in there like that. Okay,
And then, yeah, you gotta hold it up.
there you go. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Just because something goes wrong doesn't mean we won't be able to do it. Yeah, let me hold this. Keep going, you're fine. I might need to tighten this again. We're doing great. Okay, now get it off there. You remember what to do? Okay, that's good. There we go.
Me too. We will.
Okay, now,
It's me.
yep, you got it right. You gotta have it like that. No, just like that?
Yep,
Okay.
and then it'll go around the apple.
Okay. Because I just don't remember that part.
And
Where it was moved around.
Your
Perfect.
yup. Yup. All of us really messed up. Looks like it's a silly party. It's
Okay.
so stupid.
All right, one more. That's all we have to do. And I'll hold this. Good job putting it on there.
not correctness. No, don't. But, ow.
Good job. That is 10 apples. And we had a little mishap, but we got back on track. And I'd say that went pretty well. Craig can definitely do this. If I had it on a different surface where I could push it in further, it would work better.
And stupidest story.
Okay, so we'll take this off of here.
I ever went to
There we go.
on my own.
Okay, this is what it looks like after you take it off. It's pretty simple looking. I'm gonna wash my hands, Craig. How about you? Let's get the sticky apple off of them. You wanna wash your hands, buddy?
Go over, Rowdy. Scroll.
All right, here you go. So we have all of our apples peeled and sliced. Let me get something. So we got all the apples peeled. We only have 4 apples left. That's amazing. Okay, then it says down here, we need how much butter?
Half 10. Half cup.
I need half a cup, which is 1 stick is half a cup of butter. It even says
preheat the oven?
yes, we need to do that. But did you know that 1 stick of butter equals half a cup?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to put this in that cup? And
As you wish.
Okay, and I'll preheat the oven. Let's see. What is it? 375. That was good thinking to preheat the oven. Okay, and put that in there for 1 minute. Go ahead and let's open this up, which is, we might need, I think we need to get a scissor for this part. It's a little bit difficult to open. We'll just cut that right there, oops, and then you pour that into this bowl that we have here. We're gonna move the apples so people can see what you're doing, okay? That is the entire contents of this package. You want to know the ingredients. They're brown sugar, rolled oats, enriched wheat flour, some other things, stone ground wheat flour, cinnamon, and salt, sea salt. You could make this easily yourself, but since we bought this, I thought it'd be an easy way for Craig to learn how to use the apple slicer and to make some cobbler
Apple crisp.
Yeah, as independently as he is able to. So now you'll pour this into this. Then use this to mix that up. And I'm going to melt a little bit more butter to put in the bottom of the pan, because our next step will be to add the apples all to this pan. And it says to put them in a buttered baking pan. So I'm just going to melt some butter.
Oh, crud.
It's okay. Those things happen. All chefs are a little messy, I think.
It'll help here.
Okay, it's getting a little tricky.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think what we need is another spatula. It's just getting a little stiff. I almost think it could use a little more butter. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of butter we have left after we add the butter to the bottom of the pan. And we might just add it to this crumbly mixture. But it's probably pretty good as is now. Craig had it almost done. It was just stuck to the spatula. It smells heavenly.
Caramel corn checks.
Yes, I thought we'd do a little taste test after we get
Put them
our...
in the bowl, right?
Yeah, after we get our apple crisp in the oven, we'll do a taste test with that new Chex. Okay, can you get that out? We'll put that over here for now. And we're going to pour some in the bottom of the pan. Oh, it didn't really melt, did it? Okay, let me try and break it up and mix it up. That was for a minute, right? I put it in for a minute. Just kind of break it up and stir it. And I am using real butter. You could use margarine. Just make sure you use a margarine that has the main ingredient is vegetable oil. Otherwise, if the main ingredient's water, it's going to make your whatever you're baking runnier or watery. So it's a little tip I learned when I was working at the schools a long time ago. So we're going to pour some to cover the bottom of this pan. And then once you add the rest of it to that, I'm just going to kind of, there we got a nice buttery layer. And then oh, I see right there some that needs to be, you're doing a good job finding the stuff that needs butter. I should have maybe put this in a bigger bowl. That probably would have helped.
Taste the apple.
A little bit, okay? Okay. Now, I want you to take the apples. We have the apples here. And we're going to just kind of separate them and put them in the pan. And that's all we have to do. It's very simple. When we get all the apples in, then we put the crumb topping on. This also would make a great way to dehydrate apples because it does slice them pretty thin. My mom and I, when the apples were ripe, we would peel and core all of them. And then we had something called Clear Gel A. And I think you can, well, I know you can still buy it like at the Amish stores. Yeah, or you could probably order it off of Amazon. But at that time, there was no Amazon. And I ordered it out of it was a company that sent me stuff for baking. That's how I first found it. It makes a really good base for your apple pie. I think it's better than using cornstarch. But we would make a lot of it. You have to add water to it. You mix it up, but it tells on the package. And then we would have a lot of apple pie filling. When we want to make apples, we just thaw it out and make a pie. We made all of our crust from scratch with butter-flavored Crisco. Got a lot of compliments on pie crust and the pies in general. And now I rarely make a pie and I buy the pie crust.
One thing to say.
Oh, that one has some peel there. We want to take that one out.
Oh, hysterical bawling.
Is this going to be a lot of apples in this apple crisp? I think we probably could have even doubled more the amount of topping. That's so many apples for that much. We could have even put it in a bigger pan. Okay, well, this is it. We have a pan very full of apple slices. 10 apples is a lot. Let's wash our hands and then we'll put this topping on. Okay, let's put this in here. Just like that. You just sprinkle it on, buddy. We do have a good amount of topping. That's good. It's going to be a pretty thick topping, which we're going to need for all those apples. Now, we'll let you know how this turns out too. But if this is as good as it smells, this will be a very easy way for us to make apple crisp in the future. But what we also could do is make that mix ourselves and just keep it on hand, which we might just do. Okay, let's, is the oven preheated? Oh, almost, not quite. While we wait, let's just sit this over here on the stove. Shouldn't be much longer. Let's try this. When we were at Walmart, we found caramel corn Chex Mix. Or maybe you call it caramel corn. I don't know. I say it a different way every time. I think I've said it caramel corn my whole life. And then someone got the term caramel in my head. And now I go between the both. So, let's just pour some in a bowl. Have to clean our counter off. Okay, let's taste them.
Tastes like caramel corn. Caramel-rific.
It does taste like caramel corn. These are delicious. I wonder what they'd be like if you put them in your Chex Mix. There's a recipe for salted caramel corn Chex Party Mix. It's a sweet one. You add miniature pretzels, semi-sweet chocolate chips, sea salt, candy-coated caramel milk chocolate candies, and salted almonds. Interesting. You want to put that in the oven? And how long does it say to bake it for? It says to bake it for 30 minutes. That doesn't sound like long enough for me, but we'll see what it's like at 30 minutes. Can you tell Alexa 30 minutes, Craig?
Alexa, set the timer for 30 minutes.
Shall we see if Bennett and Haley want to try the caramel Chex Mix? Okay. Craig's going to put away the dishes. If he hears the thing go off, he has to do it. The apple crisp is done. Now, I will say, I checked it at 30 minutes, and the apples were not done. They were still crunchy, and I don't like that in my apple crisp. So I actually cooked this for 45 minutes. I would say you could easily cook it for 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to put some of this into bowls before Craig gets down here, so I don't have to worry about him burning his mouth because he can't wait. So, I'm put some in a bowl. This will be really good with vanilla ice cream, but I don't think we have any. And then we'll get Craig down here to do a little taste test. We'll set this out here to so it can get cool a little bit though. The apples are nice and soft, and it's kind of created a little bit of a caramely sauce underneath that crisp. You ready, Craig?
Ready.
Okay. It can be hot, so.
Tastes like apple pie.
And the apples have such great flavor. My mom was right. And Jonathan makes a delicious apple crisper pie. They're tart, but not too tart. They're still sweet. A+, Craig. You want to tell everyone goodbye?
Goodbye, everybody, and keep on having a great day. The Mysterious Tadpole by Stephen Kellogg. Narrated by Alan Young. Uncle McAllister lived in Scotland. Every year he sent Lewis a birthday gift for his nature collection. "This is the best one yet," cried Lewis. The next day he took his entire collection to school for show and tell. "Class, this is a tadpole, Mrs. Shelburne." She asked Louis to bring it back often so they could all watch it become a frog. Louis named the tadpole Alphonse. Every day Alphonse ate several cheeseburgers. Louis found that he was eager to learn. When Alphonse became too big for his jar, Louis moved him to the sink. After Alphonse outgrew the sink, Louis's Louis's parents agreed to let him use the bathtub. One day, Mrs. Shelbert decided that Alphonse was not turning into an ordinary frog. She asked Louis to stop bringing him to school. By the time summer vacation arrived, Alphonse was enormous. "He's too big for the bathtub," said Louis's mother. "He's too big for the apartment," said Louis's father. "He needs a swimming pool," said Louis. "There's no place in our apartment for a swimming pool," said his parents. Louis suggested that they buy up the parking lot next door and build a swimming pool. "It would cost more money than we have," said his parents. "Your tadpole will have to be donated to the zoo." The thought of Alphonse in the cage made Louis very sad. Then, in the middle of the night, Louis remembered that the junior high had a swimming pool that nobody used during the summer. Louis hid Alphonse under a rug and smuggled him into the school. After making sure that Alphonse felt at home, Louis went back to bed. Every morning, Louis spent several hours swimming with his friend. In the afternoon, he earned the money for Alphonse's cheeseburgers by delivering newspapers. Meanwhile, the training continued. Alphonse learned to retrieve things from the bottom of the pool. Summer vacation passed quickly. Louis worried what would happen to Alphonse now that school had reopened. As soon as the first day ended, he ran to the junior high night. The students were getting ready for after-school activities. Louis arrived just as the first swimming race began. Alphonse was delighted to see all the swimmers. "It's a submarine from another planet," bellowed the coach. "Call the police! Call the Navy!" "No, it's a tadpole," said Louis. "He's my pet." The coach was upset and confused. "You have until tomorrow," he cried, "to get that creature out of the pool." Louis didn't know what to do. On the way home, he met his friend Mrs. Severs, the librarian, and he told her his problem. Mrs. Severs went back to the junior high school with Louis, but when she saw Alphonse, she was so shocked she dropped her purse and the books she was carrying into the swimming pool. Alphonse retrieved them. Then Mrs. Severs telephoned Louis's Uncle McAllister in Scotland. He told her that he had caught the little tadpole in Loch Ness, a large lake near his cottage. Mrs. Severs said, "I'm convinced that your uncle has given you a very rare Loch Ness monster." "I don't care," cried Louis. "He's my pet, and I love him." He begged Mrs. Severs to help him raise enough money to buy the parking lot near his apartment so he could build a swimming pool for Alphonse. Suddenly, Mrs. Severs had an idea. "In night 1639, there was a battle in our city harbor," she said. "A pirate treasure ship was sunk, and no one has ever been able to find it. But perhaps we can." The next morning, Miss Severs and Louis rented a boat. In the middle of the harbor, Louis showed Alphonse a picture of the treasure chest. Alphonse disappeared under the water. Louis and Miss Severs brought the parking lot. They hired some helpers. And when the pool was completed, all the children in the city were invited to swim. That night, Louis said, "Alphonse, next week is my birthday, which means we have been friends for almost a year." Far away in Scotland, and Uncle McAllister was also thinking about the approaching birthday. While out hiking, he discovered an unusual stone in a clump of grass and sticks. "A perfect gift for my nephew," he cried. "I'll deliver it in person." Uncle McAllister arrived in Louis's apartment and gave Louis the present. Louis couldn't wait to add it to his collection. Suddenly, a crack appeared in the stone. The end. Well, so long, folks. Keep on having a great day.